Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and we're going to start on a new little journal today. And this is an old file folder that I had in my stash. I pulled it out and I just trimmed it off. And I trimmed it off to, let's tell you, I think it's 8.5 by 11. No, it is actually 10 3/4 by 8 3/8. So that's what I trimmed it down to. But just trim it down to the size of your paper, whatever paper you're going to be using. Now I'm going to glue together, and I just folded it in half this way. Here's my score line down here that came with it, the factory score line. So I'm going to take this, and right here at the top on both of these, I'm going to glue that together, because we're going to make some pockets on this. So then there'll be a pocket here, and then we're going to glue this one back here so that we'll have a pocket there as well. So we'll have a pocket in the front and a pocket in the back. And we don't have to actually cut them and make them. They're going to be already made for us. Okay, so we've got a pocket here, oops, a pocket here, and a pocket here. Now I'm going to cut a little pull on the inside of these, not on the outside but on the inside, just so we can tell that that's a pocket there, and whatever is in it we can pull it out. Hopefully I won't pull my paper apart. I could have done this before, but there we go. There's one. And there we go. Alright. Oh, I got them pretty close. That's close enough. So that's going to be our pockets there. Now, what I want to do now is I'm going to cover the front of this. I could leave it like that, and that's pretty, but I want that to be my inside, so I'm going to cover the front with some paper. And I've got this paper that this is a digital that I did. And yeah, it's got a big heart on it, but that doesn't mean it's for Valentine's Day. It can be for any day. I just like that heart, and I love this. So that's going to be the front and the back, and then the inside will be that. So see, it kind of matches. So I'm going to lay that aside a second. Now I've got an old Cricut mat here that I'm going to use to glue on. I'm going to put some PVA glue on here, and I'm just going to open it up so that I can pour a little bit on there. So I'm going to glue this piece straight around. Well, that didn't come off, did it? Okay, there we go. I need to clean that out. I left it open a little bit one day, and it's a little bit stopped up, so I just need to go wash it with some hot water. And I'll pull it out, and I'm just going to put some glue on here. Try not to glue both pieces together. I guess I could open it up and glue it like that. These file folders are really good to make album covers and things out of because they're so strong. Most of them are. This one is. Any of them that have any color on them are usually very strong. Okay. I guess I'll go ahead and put my glue on the back as well. And we have got PVA glue that'll be coming in the shop hopefully next week. So I know I have so many people that ask for it. I finally found a vendor that I could order it from. So it should be here next week, which would be like the 3rd week in January if you're watching this later. Okay. That's good. Now, this is just an 8.5 by 11 sheet that I printed borderless so that I could get all of that paper on there. And I'm just going to cover it like that. I'm just seeing if I've got it pretty even. And it looks like I do. Looks like I've got everything covered. So I'm going to move that over just a minute, and then I'm going to take my bone folder and give this a good press. Okay. That looks pretty good. And then you can go around and trim it. I think I will trim a little bit of that off. It's just got a tiny bit overage on there, so I'm just going to trim a little bit, a little sliver off so that it'll be even with my cover that I've got here. But always glue it first before you do any trimming, because you know when you fold these things up, they tend to be a little bit smaller than what you started out with. Okay. And I had some people ask about these scissors. These are the Arthritis Scissors from Fiskars. If you have arthritis in your hands, they're some of the best scissors out there. I have them linked in my Amazon store, and my Amazon store is always linked below, because I haven't found a vendor that I can actually purchase them from and get them cheaper than you can get them off of Amazon. So, not yet anyway, maybe soon, hopefully. Alright, so there is our cover. We've got 2 pockets here and here. And then I'm going to sew a signature in on this. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch around it, because I want this to be stitched. And I need to change my thread probably, because I think I'm actually going to stitch around it in some red or pink, just to see what that looks like. I don't normally do that type color of stitching, but we're just going to see. And I'll probably stitch around this heart with some brown, maybe. I don't know. No, I can't, because I close up my pocket. So I will just stitch across here and across the bottom, because I'm not going to be able to stitch down through here or down through here. I close up my pocket. I forget I've got a pocket in this one. Normally I don't have pockets like that. So I'll just do my stitching here and here, and then I'll probably put some lace or something down through here. That might work. Let me put my brush in some water over here. Close this back up. So if you have one of these bottles and the tip gets clogged and you can't get it unclogged with a pen, just take it off and take it to your sink and wash it with some soap and hot water, and it will be fine. That'll be all you have to do to it. Alright, it's a little bit crooked right there. So I'm going to go around it, I think, with some ink, and that's going to cover up any white that I might have showing, plus I like the look. If I cut it a little bit wrong, it's going to help that too. And this is Distress Oxide and Picked Raspberry. And I have been trying to get Distress Oxide inks in the shop, but I'm telling you, they're so far behind. Ranger is so far behind on everything that it's still on back order, and I can't even get the regular Vintage Photo refills in, or re-inkers in. Right now they're on back order. Probably won't be here to the middle of February, is what I'm told. So that's the way it's running with this pandemic we've got going. Now I'm just going to put a little ink right there in that little groove so that it doesn't have such stark white there. There we go. Alright, so that is that. And then we'll need to choose some papers that we're going to do for inserts. Now this is another paper that I made to go with this collection. And I'm going to print on the back of it, but I'm just trying to decide what I want to print on the back. But I'm going to cut that down, and that's going to be one of the pages on the inside. I love this muted rose right there and that bird. So pretty. So I need to dye some kind of pink papers, and this is not going to be a huge journal. It's not going to be very big. These paper work great. These are some that one of you guys sent me. They'll work great in there. Get that. So I think we'll go with this. And then I need a doily. I don't know if I have a doily that's dyed. I might have to dye one. Let's see. That's a little bit bright. I don't want that one in there. I will dye a doily to go on the inside. I want it kind of muted. I don't want, and I may just put a white one in there. Who knows? This is pretty with just white in it, wouldn't it be? Look at that paper. That paper is gorgeous. I'd like to know how you dyed this. What you used. I don't know if you used... I don't smell any coffee, so I don't know what you used, but it's so pretty. But look how good that's going to look in there. That is going to look gorgeous. I love that. So that's what I'm going to use for the inside. Along with this, I'm probably going to only put one signature in here. And then I will come back with some. I did have these sent to me. These might work. They might work on there. Who knows? We'll find a bunch of different things that we can use in there. I've got some Tim Holtz pieces. And I'll also use some of my pieces that I printed on vellum. I may blow some of these up and use some of those, but I'll definitely use some of these in there. And what else? Maybe some of these. Maybe that lady. These are some embellishments that I've had in my stash for a little while. I think we sold that collection last year. So let me find my other page here. This is the other page. This was the freebie for last week. I'll definitely use that, and then some of these words. Love that. Alright. And I'll put some book pages in here too, but I think I'm going to use this ink and dye some book pages to put in here. Okay, so this right here is going to be your freebie for this week. So this is going to be the freebie that you can go and download these 2 pages. And the way I have a lot of people ask me, how do I get it borderless? I have a selection in my printer. I don't know if everybody does. I have no clue. But I have a selection that says print borderless. And that's how I get it with no border on it. These, I didn't select that. I just hit the thing and printed them out to see what they were going to look like. This is like a test print. But this one and the other one I printed and used borderless. So if you have that option on your printer, you can do that and just print borderless, and you don't have to cut that white off. Plus your page is a little bit bigger. Now I also have a lot of people who ask me what printer I use. I have an HP Envy 2200. Let's see. Yeah, 2200 I think it is. And then I use the Instant Ink program, which is always linked below. There's a link down there. I get my ink delivered directly to my door. It's very inexpensive. If you sign up and then you share your link and you get other people to sign up under you, or with your link, not under you, with your link, then you get a free month too. And I think when you first sign up, you get 1 or 2 free months. So you can save tons of money that way. I print gobs and gobs of paper, as you know, and then I print all of my labels everything on there, and I never use up all of the pages that are in my selection. They have different levels that you can choose from, so go over and check that out. And always my product that I use will either be linked below in our store, from our store, or if I don't have it in my store, then I always link it if I can find it on Amazon or another store. I always try to link everything down there that I use. So I do want to show you one thing. I have so many people who have problems finding my links. So let me show you on a phone. Now this is on a phone, and most people I know are sitting looking at things on their phone like I do. So on the phone, you're just going to go, let's just go to that video. Let me turn it down all the way. I'll pause it. Okay. Of course you're going to, there we go. All right. Let's say on this video, you wanted to see all of my links that I have down there. Well, if you're just looking at it, you see you can't see any links. But if there's a little arrow right here on the right. Now, I don't know about an Android phone. I would think that they would be similar to the same. But if you click on that little arrow, see it pulls up everything. Sorry, my hand's shaking. It pulls up everything down through there. All of my links, where you can join the e-club, where you can join our Facebook group, all of our digitals, Melina's channel, my address, our email address. There's the Instant Ink program right there. There's the link. Shop my Amazon store. You click that and it'll take you over there. Lots of things in there. Videos that you might want to watch. I put videos here that a lot of people have asked about. I have lots of people who ask about certain videos, and when they get to that point where tons of people are asking about them, then I try to put them here so that you can find them real easy. And then products I use. This is a long list of products that I use on a daily basis. I mean, it's tons of things down through here. Now, the Sugarbelle bottle tops, I noticed I don't have a link there. We are completely out of those, but I will put a link in there where you can go get them now, I think, until we get more in, which may be another couple of weeks. Then I have another one there that's missing a link. I need to go fill that in. But if you just flip down through there, you're going to find tons of links. And all you have to do, let's say you're looking for our magnets. Oops, not that one. Just click on the magnets and then open. And it'll take you directly over to our store, which will have the magnets right there. That's where you can subscribe to the newsletter, by the way. So there is the magnets right there. And then you also have another place up here you can subscribe to the newsletter. So if that pop-up doesn't come up, then you can always subscribe up there. They go to the same place. But there's our magnets. And then if you want to go back, let's say you're looking for... let's see. Oh, let me show you this one. This is our awl that we use. Our awl. 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 This that I use when I score, or when I put holes in to put signatures in there. This is the link that I have right now where I got mine. And I got, all these threads and everything with it, and needles. Now, I have purchased some to carry in the store where you can buy just the awl if you want to, or I purchased some needles like I use, so those will be in the store probably next week. And I've also got some waxed thread that will be in the store probably next week. So if you don't want to buy this whole bundle, you can go to the store and just buy the individual pieces. But right now, you can go there and purchase that. So let's see. Let's do... glue sticks. I have tons of people who buy glue sticks. You just click on that link. It takes you right over to the store, and there's the glue sticks that we sell. We sell hundreds of these a week. They're very, very popular. That's the only kind I use. I don't use any other kind. They stick well. They're photo safe, and they're not quite as messy as some of them are. So then let's see. If you scroll on down, I've got follow us anywhere, and there is all of the links. There's YouTube, Facebook, our blog, Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter. And then let's see. These are my affiliate links. If you purchase anything through any of these people, then I get just a little bit of commission off of it. May is one of my affiliates. Expressions Vinyl, Walmart, Dollar Tree, HSN, Zulily, Altenew, Weebly, and Share a Sale. Any of those. And then I just have a little disclaimer down at the bottom. So that's how you can go in and find the links if you're on a phone or an iPad. It works the same way. There's a little arrow right here at the top, and all you do is click that, and it has the drop down menu on there. Now on a computer, I think there's a little show more button over on the bottom. I think it's in blue. You just click that show more and everything will drop down. So hopefully that helped you. I hope so. So you can go over and print these off, and we will talk to you probably tomorrow. Hopefully we'll come back and we will start finishing up this. I do want to dye a few more papers and some book pages and probably a couple of envelopes to put in here. So we will finish this up probably tomorrow. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.